Hey, it's me. Coming out today to touch on something that I spoke on recently, and it's something that can feel very scary. It can also make you feel as though you're in the wrong. And it can bring about a sense of dread and fear, even. And it's when somebody tells you that the reason why you're having a problem is because of your own doing. When somebody pointedly comes to you and says, it's you. I can think back over my life and I've had three people tell me, it's you. The first time when I was really young and I felt as if someone had punched me in my stomach and the wind was taken out of me. The second time I was irritated. Similar to, I guess the saying goes, my demons were irritated, right? The third time, I took full responsibility and notice, and I sat with it. I sat with what they were referring to, and I began to do the work. Whenever you have the opportunity to sit with yourself and work through anything, please understand there's no microwave way to get through the things that you have to work through. Depending upon your age, depending on how long you've been on, a particular negative path, it'll take just as long sometimes, if not longer, to unravel that thing and to turn the page and do something different. When anyone tells you that it's you, please understand that what they're saying is the negative pattern that is repeating in your life has everything to do with your choices, has everything to do with your energy, has everything to do with what you are participating in and what you're allowing. And so sometimes it's hard for us because these negative patterns are what? Habit. And we don't even realize it. So for someone to come along and say, it's you, it's jarring, right? You do want to put your dukes up. Who are you talking to? What? And what it is a shock to the system. But I'm going to tell you, if you're someone who's not being gaslit by a narcissist, let me put that out there, and you really are growing and wanting to do the work, when somebody comes to you and tells you that, it is because indeed there is a pattern that needs to be broken up and another direction needs to unfold, can unfold, and will unfold if you so choose. So, I just want to be clear, whenever I share with someone, it's you. It's coming from a place of benevolence. It's coming from a place of being guided by the Most High to share that with you, just as it was shared with me. We won't always immediately respond to something like that because, again, when you're in a holding pattern and you've been there for so long in behaving a certain way, it's hard to come out of that thing, but it is possible. The other side of that is, if it's being brought to your attention, it's probably time for you to come out of that. It's time for you to grow. It's time for you to move on to something else. That lesson, that pattern has served its purpose. There are some of us who lay around in certain patterns for a long period of time, and so it makes it even harder, to come out of it, but it is doable. So again, if it ever comes up, somebody says to you, it's you, consider it a blessing. Consider it a doorway that has been opened, that is allowing you the opportunity to grow. Another level has been opened up and you've been given access. And you have the opportunity then to decide. Because here's the thing about life. We all know this. Everything is a series of choices. You don't have to walk through that door. You don't have to make those changes. I understand fully being comfortable is just that, comfortable. It's easy because it's what we know. It's the unknown that seems hard, but let me say this. If the Most High brought it to you, He will surely be with you as well as your spiritual team to get you through whatever it is to make the transition. And the transition will happen because everybody's in place. The key player, however, is you, and you are needed in that. Now, there are some things that will happen in your life whereby it's just absolutely necessary that you be rescued, and the Most High will come in and save you. But as it relates to behavioral patterns and choices that aren't for your highest good, yeah, sometimes you'll get that nudge and it'll be time to go, time to move forward. And you got to be brave and you got to be strong. And all that is needed is the willingness, the desire to just try. Just try it out. Try to do something differently. And I'm going to say this as well, being human. You won't always get it right, even along the path as you try to unravel the thing. It won't always feel good. It won't always go the way that you want it to go for the sake of turning it around. Along that path of turning it around, you might want to turn back sometimes. You might want to take a couple of steps back, and you might take a couple of steps back. And that's okay too. That's okay. But as long as you continually work at moving forward, getting the job done, reaching that new plateau, it's doable and you will do it. So there's no fear in it being you. That's not a bad thing. I think I want to take the sting out of it. If I could take the sting out of it, I would. But again, old habits die hard and it's uncomfortable. But you can do it. I have faith in you. I've done it, so I'm proof that it happens. That's why I'm sharing this with you. So although it's you, that's okay. And you just take it as a blessing. Take it as promotion, because that's what it is. Lastly, let me say this. I am in no way victim shaming or victim blaming. The it's you has nothing to do with someone who has been victimized. And I mean in violent ways, manipulative ways, things like that. Things that are beyond your control. I'm not referring to that. So that's not what this video is about, okay? I'm referring to, again, negative patterns that we do have control over, whereby it's time for us to get up, get out, and get into something better. All right? As per usual, love you much.